Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into AI builders, specifically this tool called Greta by Questera.
Right. And we're looking at it through the lens of a review from the Skillcraft AI YouTube channel. They really dug into it.
They did.
Right.
Okay, let's unpack this. What's the core idea here? Greta's big promise.
Well, the promise is pretty huge, really. You start with just a simple text prompt.
Like type in what you want.
Exactly. And the idea is you walk away with some kind of functional digital product.
That sounds like the dream for, a busy learner or someone needing a shortcut. But the review hinted at a catch.
Yeah, the catch seems to be less about if it can build something and more about understanding the value you're getting. Greta's meant to synthesize, to build things without traditional coding.
Right, bypass the front-end, back-end hassle.
Precisely. But the interesting thing Skillcraft AI pointed out, based on Greta's own site, is the kind of things they suggest you can build. It's surprisingly specific.
Oh, so it's not just generic website templates. What kind of examples did the source find?
It really runs the gamut. You could ask it to, say, create a personal CRM.
Wow, okay, a CRM, that's usually pretty involved.
Right. Or build a landing page. Or even an MVP, a minimum viable product.
An MVP, huh?
Yeah. And other things too, like a task management app, a survey creator, even an inventory tracker, or setting up a blog.
Okay, that's a serious range. An inventory tracker versus a blog template. That implies very different levels of complexity and, I guess, different amounts of AI work happening behind the scenes.
Exactly. And that's where the monetization comes in. How did the review say this gets paid for?
It's not just a flat subscription.
No, it's managed by this credit system. And think of credits like tokens, maybe.
Okay.
Every time Greta builds or creates something for you, it costs credits.
So the value is tied to these credits, but are the credits themselves clear? Like, what does one credit get you?
That's the ambiguity. The review highlights that the cost of the credits is very clear across 4 different tiers, but the actual output per credit, less so.
Okay, walk us through those tiers then, keeping in mind this fuzzy value proposition.
Sure. So there's a free version to start, gives you 50 credits. Just a taste, really.
50 credits. Enough to try something.
Presumably. Then you've got the first paid tier called Growth. That's $20 a month.
And how many credits for $20?
250 credits. Now, if we connect this to the bigger picture, that's only 5 times the free amount, right?
Yeah, $20 for 250 credits. If building even a simple feature costs, say, 30 credits.
Exactly. That tier could disappear pretty quickly, couldn't it? Especially if you're experimenting.
It says. What's next?
After Growth, there's the Scale tier. That jumps up to $50 per month.
Okay, and the credits?
750 credits for that $50. So better value per dollar than the Growth tier, but still, you need to know what those credits are buying you.
Right. More credits, but the core question of what's a credit worth remains. Is there an enterprise level?
Yep. An enterprise tier at $200, clearly for higher volume users. The whole system means you pay based on how much you generate, unlike, a flat monthly fee for unlimited use.
And the source mentioned something about topping up if you run out mid-project.
That's right. Scalability seems key here. If you burn through your monthly credits, especially during intense prototyping, you can apparently boost your credit balance instantly.
Like an emergency button for developers. What are the options there?
Yeah, kinda. The top-ups mentioned are quite chunky. $50, $100, $200, even $500 or $1,000 bundles.
Wow, $1,000 top-up. So they expect some users to really lean into this.
Seems like it. It caters to potentially massive spikes in generation needs.
So what does this all mean? Let's try and summarize. We've got Greta by Questera. It's an AI builder driven by prompts.
Capable of creating a surprisingly wide range of apps, from CRMs to blogs.
And it's all governed by this credit system. Scalable, yes, but maybe a bit opaque in terms of what you actually get for your money or credits.
Precisely. Which leads us to the final provocative thought for you, the listener.
Okay.
Given this structure, where $20 gets you 250 credits and $50 gets you 750, the absolute key is figuring out what one credit actually produces.
Right. Before you spend the money.
Exactly. So the critical question becomes, how do you measure the value of what Greta builds, say, that CRM it generated, against the specific number of credits it cost you, especially before you run out?
Defining that value seems like the homework every potential user has to do for themselves.
That's the crucial piece of research, yeah. How much is one AI-generated feature worth in credits? It's something to think about.